Hi there, Dr. Wong here. Congratulations. If you're watching this video, it means that you've decided to take the journey to improving your better health, and we are so excited to have you with us and on this journey, to be part of your journey that's going to change your life. But it's a long journey, and the reason why I'm shooting this video is because it's easy to get confused about what to do next. So this video will be a constant reminder for you. You can always go back, rewatch it, share with your friends, your family, your spouse, so they know the things that's going to be required of you, okay? But the key to this is just to not give up. You got to just keep going because it's a long process. So we have a few things that we have to talk about. The first thing is insurance requirements. Every insurance is going to have a list, a checkoff list of things for you to do to have weight loss surgery. And our goal is to get you your pre-approval letter. It's a little letter from the insurance company that says, yes, you've been qualified for surgery. At that point, you can then schedule your surgery. Until then, nothing's going to speed it up. So the number one thing you can do is to not miss your appointments. Just keep all your appointments. So what are some of these insurance requirements? One, every insurance is going to require you have a psychological evaluation. Okay, this is really important. Now, I don't think you're crazy, okay, but it's just required by insurances, and we can't get around that. So just go ahead and book your appointment for the psychologist. The demand for these appointments can be very long. So go ahead from day one, just go ahead and book your psychology appointments. My staff will give you contact information, names, numbers, but go ahead and start scheduling your appointments. Number two, dietary visits. Every insurance is going to require that you have dietary visits. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it just changes, and they could decide to change it at any time. But when you left our clinic, we gave you a checkoff list of how often or how many dietary visits you need. It's really important that you do not miss those appointments, okay? Because you have to do those within a 30 to 35 day window. So if you miss a month, we're in trouble. Some insurances require you to have consecutive dietary visits. That's their requirement, not ours, okay? So don't miss your appointment. Now, Dr. Wong, I've tried every diet. It doesn't work. Why are they going to make me do it now? Okay, I don't want you to think that way. One, it's just required, so griping about it's not going to change it. Okay, but two, I want you to think of it from a different approach. Here's what you do. Think about an Olympian. Have you ever heard of an Olympian not train for the Olympics? Show up to the downhill mountain, look over the edge and say, oh damn, bad idea, man. Time out, let's go home. No. They train their whole life for this one event, and that's what you're gonna have to do, all right? So think of yourself as an Olympian. Here, repeat after me. I am an Olympian. I am an Olympian. That's how you think about yourself from now on. These dietary visits are not a hassle. They are to help you prepare for this weight loss surgery, okay? So that when your weight loss surgery day comes and you're standing up on that mountain, you're gonna be prepared. You're gonna be ready to go. Does that make sense? And not only are you gonna make it down the mountain, but you're gonna win gold. And that's the key to this, okay? So use these dietary visits as a time to reflect about the choices you're making, the changes you can do, ask the dietitians for help to how to get your family on board, all the support and stuff you need. So do not waste these dietary appointments. They're very important to your long-term success, okay? So what's another insurance requirement? Smoking cessation. You will be required to stop smoking. Why? The number one cause of preventable illness in America is smoking. Number two is obesity, okay? So no insurance company is gonna pay for number two, your obesity, and ignore number one. Make sense? So from now on, you've gotta set a date to quit. And no time like the present. So what day you gonna choose? Today, right now. Just decide, I'm gonna quit. Now everything you need to stop smoking is all over the counter now. So you don't need me to write your script or anything like that. You just have to decide to stop. A lot of videos available on how to stop smoking. You just need to do it. We're required to nicotine test you throughout the process. And if you come up positive, you're gonna delay your surgery, okay? So we have to submit to the insurances that you've stopped smoking. And that also includes other drug use. I'm not here to judge people. Marijuana, it is what it is. Some insurances, are sticklers about it. Some are not so much. If you have a medical reason to be on medical marijuana, that might be an issue. But these are all things related to your overall health. So you definitely want to do the best you can to make these changes, okay? All right. Our next topic, other requirements outside of insurance requirements. You might need additional testing. You might need heart clearance, cardiology clearance. You might need pulmonary clearance. That's a lung doctor. You might need a sleep study. If you have real bad sleep apnea or your numbers are real high, you might need a sleep study or your CPAP machine adjusted. If you're already on a CPAP machine, we will definitely need a download for you to show that you're using your CPAP, all right? If you have a history of heart disease, heart attacks, we might ask you to have a cardiology clearance. These are all required. And don't think of it as, oh, Dr. Vong's making me do this. No. I'm getting you in shape for surgery. Because when it comes to surgery, if the anesthesiologist looks at your chart and feels like you need a heart clearance and you don't have one, they're going to cancel your surgery the day of surgery. All right? So don't fall into that trap. We're here to help you. And I do not make you do these tests without a reason. So if I'm asking you to get a heart clearance, it's because I genuinely believe that you need this heart clearance for your overall health, okay? So keep those appointments, and every one of those appointments is an opportunity for you to give up. You might want to quit, but I'm here to tell you, don't quit. All right, your goal is to get this pre-approval letter at this point. You can quit later, but right now, just get this pre-approval letter, all right? What else? I might also need you to perform an EGD. That's where I put a camera down your throat to take a look at your esophagus and stomach and make sure I'm not missing anything like stomach ulcers or stomach cancer. This is a quick and easy outpatient procedure. It's no sweat. You don't need to worry about it. The anesthesiologist is going to give you a big slug of sleeping medicine. You'll be so sedated. You're going to be on the beach, running on the beach with Thor and Captain America on the other arm, just having a great time. So don't sweat it, all right? This is nothing for you to panic about. Now, you might have to pay out of pocket or a percentage out of pocket. If that's an issue for you, I can do the EGD the morning of your weight loss surgery. Just know that if I find something bad, I might have to cancel your surgery. Having said that, I've never found anything bad on the morning of surgery with an EGD. So that's another way for you to consider if that will make your journey a lot easier and less of a financial burden for you. All right? Okay, so let's talk about when you get the pre-approval letter. This part's important. You get this letter in the mail. It says, Mary's been approved for surgery. You get all excited. Around that time, you'll get a phone call from one of my office staff members saying, yay, Mary, you're approved. We have your surgery date. And that is when you get to decide, oh, dang, it's getting real now. Stuff's getting real. That's when you get the letter, okay? So then you have to decide, do I really want to proceed with surgery? Now, most people are going to say yes. And the follow-up to that is that if yes, I want to proceed with surgery, do I want to do it with Dr. Vong and Loveless Bariatrics? Now, luckily, everyone usually says yes to that question. But I promise you, we're not here to sell you on a surgery. If you feel like it's not right for you, your timing's not right, I'm not the right surgeon for you, our program's not right, feel free to take a look at different programs. But the vast majority of our patients really do stay with us. They've been committed to this process. They have the letter, they're excited. Okay, so you decide, yes, I want to have surgery with Dr. Vong. Then that's when you get into our educational system. Okay, so everyone repeat after me. This is an educational system. It's not a support group system, all right? This is what's going to prepare you for surgery. Now, the office staff is going to call you with a date. Let's say your date is a month from now. You're going to need to start coming in to our program every week, starting about 1:30 in the afternoon, to meet with specialists, the dietitians, myself. We're going to weigh you in. We're going to get you ready for OptiFast. And that's a minimum of 3 weeks before surgery. If your BMI is over 50, or if you carry a lot of weight in your middle, severe central obesity, you might have to do 4 weeks of OptiFast, which means you'll have a 5-week preoperative period. Then you'll have your surgery date, and then you'll have a minimum of 5 weeks after surgery. Okay, that's the PEP program. And I'm going to do another video on our PEP program But just be prepared for that. You're going to be coming to my office weekly for 8 to 10 weeks in a row. So I'm going to really get to know you. You're really going to get to know me. And here's a main key point. You've got to like us. We got to like you. Weight loss surgery is a two-way street. It's not enough just to have the surgery. You've got to like the clinic. You've got to like the surgeon. You got to like the setup. Why? Because this is a lifelong relationship. Write that down. Weight loss surgery is a lifelong relationship. We're going to be friends for the rest of your life, so you got to like me. All right? So, that means do not use all of your vacation time. Do not use your PTO. Do not schedule vacations, out-of-town trips, cruises when we know that your surgery date is coming. Okay? We usually tell you at your first visit, if your it's about a 6-month process. So if you come see me in March, your surgery date probably will not be until August or September or even October, okay? So don't plan vacations or trips during that period. Tell your bosses ahead of time. This is why it's important to not keep your weight loss surgery a secret. Tell your bosses so they can start working on the schedule, they can prepare for that, they can add up staffing, whatever you need. Also, you're allowed FMLA, time off. This is a medical issue. So don't think, oh no, my bosses won't give me time off. No, they're required to. You can use your FMLA, okay? So don't let work be a barrier to your weight loss surgery. Okay, last tip. This is really important, and sincerely from me to you. Do not give up. This is a long journey. You're gonna have a lot of road bumps in the way. You're gonna have days where you say, what the hell am I doing? You're gonna have days where you feel bad about yourself. Did I really get this big? How did I let this happen? It doesn't matter. You're here, you're in the situation, and we're here to help you through this process. All right, so do not give up on yourself. Remember that analogy of the Olympian? Olympians train their whole lives for a 130-second skiing event or 10-second 100-meter run. But if they win the gold medal, guess what? They're Olympic champions for the rest of their lives. The doors open for them. They become speakers, authors. They're on the boxes of Wheaties. And that's what we want for you. We want you to have a fabulous life after your weight loss surgery. It's not just about having the surgery. It's about how your life is going to change after surgery. That's the goal you want to keep in your head. How my life is going to be so different. And reality is, that's the real reason why you came to see me, isn't it? It's not because, Dr. Vong, how do I lose the weight? How can I have surgery? The real reason why you came to see me is, Dr. Vong, how can I get my life back? How can I get my life back? And that's what we're here to help you with, all right? So don't give up. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.